Hello everybody, Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV here in San Jose, being joined by former UFC heavyweight champion, Mr. Cain Velasquez. And Cain, looking at your stature amongst Latinos and knowing that you're pretty much the torchbearer for people that are like us, that are bicultural, whose parents immigrated from another country over here, does that put extra pressure on you to perform that much more, seeing that you have a lot of people that look up to you and that hope for you to win every fight you have?
You know, you never have to think about the pressure. You know, always that needs to be locked away somewhere. I mean, you need to go out there and do what you have to do. You perform. I mean, you train every day for a fight, for a fighter, and you need to go out there and just do your job. You know, never think about the pressure. I mean, that's not good for you to have in back in your head when you're going out there performing. Just go out there and knowing what you have to do.
Mm-hmm. You do realize, though, the responsibility that you have and the status that you have amongst people like us.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely do. You know, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I can do that, and people can, you know, have somebody kind of look up to. You know, especially in the sport. I mean, there's not much of us, but it's growing. There's gonna be a lot of us coming, and I'm definitely happy to be in this position.
Looking at the upcoming series Fight Factory, which is on Nuvo TV on August 15th, the split between Javier Mendez and Josh Koscheck is highlighted in the show. And how difficult was that for the team and for yourself to kind of go through the motions of that split and seeing what's happened in the aftermath of all that?
You know, it sucks, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, in here we're a team, but we fight, you know, individually. We're out there ourselves. So I mean, you have to be kind of, you know, selfish and just say, hey, I mean, I'm here for myself right now. I need to constantly be in the gym, getting better, and that stuff really can't affect me. You know, I need to keep doing what I need to do to keep climbing the ladder to just win. So,
looking at winning and having that winning attitude, you had a fight scheduled, though it's not sure anymore, against Junior Dos Santos. When you heard the comments over the weekend that he prefers a fight with Alistair Overeem, what were the first things that went through your mind?
The first thing that went through my mind was just, you know, being the champion, you can't pick and choose who you fight. You know, you fight the #1 contender, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. And looking at Junior, do you feel that he's evolved since you faced him back in November at the last fight that you had with him?
You know, I definitely think he's always getting better, but I mean, he prefers to stand up. So he tries to defend the takedowns, and you know, stays on the feet and pretty much just uses boxing. So I mean, that's all he does in all his fights. But I mean, I'm sure he is always getting better.
Mm. Now, looking at that particular matchup and with Overeem being thrown in the mix as a possible name, when he comes up and seeing, you know, what's happened with him with the testosterone result, do you feel that it's the right message to put out someone like him getting an immediate title shot as opposed to you, who you worked your way back up, you dominated Bigfoot Silva, and now potentially it could be taken away from you?
You know, with that aspect of it, I mean, you know, the UFC will take care of it how they see fit. I really have, you know, no say in that. You know, I just know I know and, you know, believe in my heart that, you know, everybody should be on the same level when they go out there and fight, and that's being clean and just, you know, just using your training, and that's it.
Now, looking at Overeem, and I've never heard you say anything about this, but what do you think about his striking technique and just overall his skills as a fighter, and what do you like about him, and what are some weaknesses that you see in him as a fighter?
You know, he's definitely well-rounded. You know, he's been in the sport forever, has fought so many guys, has, you know, really good stand-up, good takedown defense. I mean, he's definitely, you know, the total package. So,
was he somebody that you saw coming up while training, while thinking about that you wanted to do MMA, seeing his Pride bouts, or was it something that over the last year maybe you started to really take notice because it's a real possibility that you could face him? You
know, I've always watched him. You know, he's yeah, been in Pride, you know, at 205, but has always been in Pride. So I mean, I was a big fan of Pride and would always watch the fights, and you know, saw him always just always in there. You know, just like I said, he's been there forever. He's fought a lot of great fighters.
Well, Cain, we can't wait for you to step back inside the octagon here with Cain Velasquez. I'm Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV.